how many times have you picked up your phone just to check something, and the next thing you know, 20 minutes have gone by and all you've done is scroll Instagram or TikTok?
Or 2 hours.
Yeah. Right.
It's likely during that time you came across something negative, and then you found yourself going down the rabbit hole on topics that may make you feel a little sick. Now, that is called doom scrolling, and psychotherapist Dr. Robi Ludwig is here to break it all down for us. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you for having me. Yeah, this is such a timely topic right now because I think we're all seeing just horrific news that we're hearing about, and it's hard not to get caught up. You read one story and then you want to look at other stories, and before you know it, it really can put you into that negative headspace if you're not careful.
Yeah, you're really in it. Why is it so addictive, though? Because I feel like, you know, I don't know, maybe we did it with the controller a long time ago, but I feel like it's a lot easier when it's in your hand. Oh,
definitely. And also, our phones are addictive. Social media is addictive, and it triggers the dopamine neurotransmitters in our brain, which is a feel-good in the moment. Yeah. So in the moment, it feels good. And for people who are anxious, it actually can help them feel like they are taking control of their lives. If they prepare for the worst, then they feel it's okay that things can't surprise them.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so you said initially it may feel good as you're going down this rabbit hole, but talk about how doom scrolling kind of affects your mental health.
So they kind of describe it as toxic waste, and we really need to be mindful about what we put in our bodies and also what we read, because it all impacts our mental health in terms of fatigue, taking us out of the moment that we're in. It's a waste of time in many cases. It can increase our sense of panic and anxiety and depression. Yeah. And sometimes people don't realize it till afterwards. They'll notice feeling irritable or just being in a negative mind space. And I know that that can happen with me. And so the goal is always to ask yourself, how am I responding to this content that I'm looking at?
Yeah.
Am I going into a dark place, and how do I pull myself out of it if I am?
Well, that's a big question. So how do you stop doing that? Because as you said, you pick up your phone and then 20 minutes goes by and you've just kind of lost track of time.
So I think you need to observe, like, is this having a good impact on me? So some self-awareness, and then tell yourself to stop or give yourself a time limit. Like if you're going over 10 minutes, maybe say to yourself, okay, I need to stop. Let me focus on something good. They also recommend keeping the content small and turning off the volume.
Oh,
so the smaller content is, and if you're not hearing it, then you're protecting your senses in some way. And also with social media, just in general, it's how you engage with social media.
Right.
So if you're passive, it can have a more negative impact on you than if you're active. So if you see something negative and then choose to talk about it with your friends and create a community to do something good or to use that information in a positive way, then that can also help with your doom scrolling for good.
Like a catalyst to change or something like that.
Or connecting with other people, because also social media can isolate us. So if we're looking at it, we just stay isolated in our own minds. So to use it deliberately, how can I use this so it's informative for me, good for me, and then to connect with others or to join an organization where you use that information for something positive.
Okay, so if you find yourself kind of in that negative space from doom scrolling, what else would you suggest that someone do to kind of make themselves feel better?
I think just to be aware and to take charge of your own mental well-being. Really what we look at and what we read and the words that we hear and the comments that we're exposed to, it does have an impact. So if you're aware of that and you see a connection between what you're looking at and not being in a good mental health space, then make a deliberate choice to do something different.
I'm gonna have to call you when I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Protect your ear
Dr.
gate
Robi,
and your
you gotta come over here.
I'm probably doom scrolling when you call me. So there you have it.
And there we go. Always good to see you. Thank you.
Good
thank
to
you.
be here.
All right. And of course, for more mental health tips, you can follow Dr. Robi over on Instagram, or information right up there on your screen.